So David Ben Gurion, we have minutes of meetings talking about Mizrahim as being prone to crime, being unclean, disease-ridden. Right, just a few years after the Holocaust, you have the Prime Minister of Israel, the founding father of Israel, talking about Jews in these terms. Haaretz, a newspaper I worked at, sent a correspondent to North Africa and to France to see the Mizrahim who are about to arrive, and he is horrified at the population that he's encountering there. He describes Mizrahim as dirty Africans, and talks about that they like to gamble and they like to rape and they like this and that. And he's really warning this. He's trying to warn the Israeli public about this coming menace. Ordinary Ashkenazim, who aren't journalists or prime ministers, you have a term that they use to refer to Mizrahim in everyday conversation, which is Shvar Tzechaya, a black animal in Yiddish. And so if you think about it, Black Panther is kind of a reclamation of this racial epithet that was used against Mizrahim for many years. And once you have these warnings in place about this coming influx of very dangerous people, you're pretty well justified in taking action against this supposed danger. So the Israeli government starts to enact policies that exclude Mizrahim from the centers of power and privilege. They are tracked into vocational school, not given equal opportunity to achieve academic degrees. They're given menial labor instead of being allowed to access the workforce as anyone else would. They're settled, instead of in the center of the country where there's opportunity, they're settled on the frontier where there's no economic opportunity. People are forced to live in like tin shacks or tents in many places, and where there's like immediate danger of Palestinian militants attacking or Arab armies attacking. So and people aren't even the police is used to enforce this settlement pattern. People are prevented from leaving these like kind of tent encampments on the frontier, and really there's a creation of a second-class citizenship for Jews in Israel. We see, the sociological evidence shows just from one generation to the next, a huge drop in all metrics, of income, status, socio-economic status. Just there's a massive drop. Mizrahim were coming from major cities of the world like Casablanca, Istanbul, Cairo. These were major metropolises, and now they're living in these little development towns, where they were part of the world. They spoke French and English and Arabic, and now they're in these like little ethnic ghettos, where they're only with themselves. And the Ashkenazi kind of establishment is very fearful of these people, very suspicious of them, needs them, is kind of resentful about needing them, and is very concerned about maintaining the character that they had envisioned for the country. And that's kind of that's what carries us through the first 2 decades of Israel's existence until the Panthers emerge and challenge that paradigm. There were many others who challenged it before, but the Panthers broke through in a major way.